Pitch fees. Let's talk about the one thing that is silently ruining the great British dream. It's not the weather, it's not the neighbours, and it's not even those pesky seagulls nicking your chips. It's the pitch fees. And right now, they are spiraling out of control. I've personally seen people paying seven, eight, £9,000 for their pitch fees. And I've heard on other sites people paying over 10, people paying over 12. I even heard of one guy that reportedly pays over £20,000. And this is for pitch fee that they might have started on only a couple of £1,000. Now, I do have a little idea, a little solution. So stay tuned and I'll tell you more about it. Now, when I bought my static caravan back in 2021 or 2020, it was never meant to be anything fancy. I just wanted somewhere to escape with the family. Maybe make some new friends, spend time in the fresh air, have the odd barbecue and a few beers on my decking. It's the dream, right? And that's what it used to be about. Affordable memories, a community, a sense of freedom. But over the last few years, I've seen more and more people selling up. In fact, where we've got our pitch, it used to be known as Millionaires Row, but now we're calling it Deserted Drive or Desolate Drive because there is only a couple of people left. And the main killer is pitch fees. I even did a little poll last year on a parkdean Facebook group asking people the number one reason they sold up and left their site. And it wasn't because they had run out of money as such, or it wasn't because of the cost of living crisis. It was because the pitch fees had spiraled so far out of control they could no longer justify having their caravan holiday home any longer. Now, every park you go around, you're seeing, particularly on parks like Park Dean and Haven, um, you're seeing empty pictures. And recently, Haven and Park Dean have developed pretty bad reputations with the general public. In fact, so much so that Park Dean are often called Shark Dean. Have a quick tea break. This could be a reference to Part Dean, by the way. Anyway, so I've actually come up with a little ingenious idea that would fix the problem of spiraling pitch fees and also win back the public's opinion, like win back people back into parks and start filling the parks. And it's actually a really simple idea, and that is price caps. We create a price cap for every caravan site. Now, for it, as an example, our park, it's not got a lot on it. There's there's not a high desirability for it because we've got a little tiny pond, got a little tiny swimming pool, and we've got a little clubhouse. So there's not much here. There's not many facilities. So what about putting a price cap on, say, £4,000? Then on your bigger parks like Southview, where you've got every facility you can ever imagine, you could maybe put a price cap on of £6,000 or £7,000. Then the idea being is that when you sign up for your pitch fee of say 2995, because they're running a special offer, you start at 2995, you probably get your first year for free, which is awesome, and then it goes up with inflation each year, right? Goes up and up and up. And the thing is with inflation, it can quickly compound, can't it? So if you're paying, say, 3 grand and it's a 5% interest, then the following year, it's not that bad, is it? But if you're paying 5 grand and it's 5% interest, suddenly that's a big whack of money. And you can see how people can go from, say, £4,000 to spending £8,000 in just a couple of years because of that interest suddenly starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Um, but if you started at 3 grand and say it went up with the interest rate every year until it hit that price cap and then just froze, things would be different, wouldn't they? And not only that, if you knew, right, that the park had a price cap, whether it be 4 grand, 5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand, you'd be more likely to sign up for that, to like buy a caravan, because you'd be like, well, I'm never going to pay more than that. And I'm not saying, look, people who own caravan sites, look, Mr. Parkdean and Mr. Haven, I'm not saying that the price cap has to stay at, say, 4 grand. You could every couple of years raise it by £100 or £200, or say you get to a point where you go, oh, actually, this is good. All these parks are actually full. Then maybe increase your price cap a little bit. What I am saying is that if there was a price cap and people wasn't paying stupid money, which, let's face it, 10 grand for a bit of concrete is stupid money, and you've got to have an incredibly good job to be able to justify 10 grand a year, people will be less likely to leave. And I know for a fact from going around different sites that there are empty pitches all over the country, and I don't mean just a few, I mean a lot. So, bringing in a price cap could be the way forward, in which it keeps us owners happy and it fills your parks up. If you're watching this, Mr. PD. And let's face it, this would bring back trust. It'd bring back trust to the British public. Predictability. The predictability of knowing what you're going to be paying in a year, 5 year, 10 years, and honesty. You know, it's dignity for like customers that have already paid thousands to buy their van in the first place. If they know where it's going to go, it can be done. Right. So I feel like I'm waffling a little bit now. So here's what I want from you. Firstly, if you're watching this, give this video a thumbs up for the simple reason the more people that interact with this video, the more that this spreads, the more people will get to hear about this idea of a price cap. And maybe it's a crazy idea. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's that crazy it'd never work. Or maybe it's exactly what the caravan holiday industry needs. So, why not let me know in the comments below if your pitch fees have been spiraling out of control. If you bought and suddenly you're paying ridiculous pitch fees you can no longer afford. Maybe tag a park owner. Maybe tag the sales manager of your park. Maybe tag Park Dean and Haven. This this isn't about shaming the parks or shaming anyone. It's about starting a conversation of how we can make it better. Because I feel if we don't speak up, nothing is going to change. Right. So I feel like I've got that off my chest now. And I feel like that is a good idea. But I'm not going to just stop there. I have got a little community that you can join. I'm going to put the link in below. Join the community. We could create a movement, couldn't we? We could get this ball rolling. We could make things happen. But I've also got other ideas on how we can win back the trust of the British holidaymaker and how we can make things better for us, the owners of caravans. That includes looking at the resale cost of caravans, and it also looks at um, actual pitch licenses. So stay tuned. They are coming very, very shortly. Like I said, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like. Please let me know in the comments below if you think this whole idea of a price cap is a good idea. Let's get the conversation going. Let's get it started. Oh, and just for the time being, I think I'm going to be releasing walk around tours, maybe at a rate of one a week, just for the time being. Got a lot going on, really focusing on my business right now. And I've got the Knife and Axe Nationals next weekend, which means I won't be able to film any caravan related videos. But I have got one coming out for you very shortly, so stay tuned for that. And right, I've had enough now. I'm off for a sneaky drink. Ciao.